Hello all, welcome to the SecurityTube Metasploit Framework Expert Part 20. In this video, we will look at resource scripts as a way to do automation in Metasploit. This video is part of the SMFE courseware. If you're interested in getting certified, please visit securitytube.net/SMFE. SecurityTube certifications are currently being taken by students from over 30 plus countries. And this video is provided free to the community on SecurityTube as part of our vision mission to provide free InfoSec education to one and all. Okay, so we've run a lot of interesting commands in the last couple of videos. And if you notice, there was a lot of repetitive things which we were doing, right? For example, selecting the right exploit module, going ahead and selecting the payload, setting the hosts. What if we could automate all of this in a very simple way? Now, resource scripts or .rc scripts in Metasploit are an extremely easy way to automate tasks. These resource scripts can be run at startup when you run things like MSF console, can be run while in MSF console, and also when you're in Meterpreter mode actually doing post exploitation on the victim. So here is what we're going to do right now. Here is my attacker machine, and in order to run a Metasploit script at startup, what we would need to do is create an RC file called msfconsole.rc under the .msf4 directory, right? And then you can paste things like the exact exploit module to use, if you remember, which we found using search. Once you select the module, you need to set the R host, which is 192.168.1.150, and then you can even set the payload if you like, or use the default one. So let's say set payload Windows Meterpreter bind TCP, and then finally issue the exploit command. Right? So when you write to this special file called msfconsole.rc and you run Metasploit, it automatically picks this file up and tries to run commands in it. So as all of us know, MSF console does take a little bit of time to start up. Optionally, if you have other resource scripts, you could use the -r command with Metasploit to load that resource script on startup. Typically in MSF console, you may put in logging commands, or probably if you're very sure that a couple of pen tests are going to be in the same subnet, then you can set things like R hosts and all of that, right, to save you a lot of trouble. What you would see is, as soon as MSF console loads, it will now automatically execute the commands in msfconsole.rc, use the appropriate exploit module, set the R host, set the payloads, and exploit the system, and just give us a Meterpreter session all ready and shiny enough to use. So let's just wait for a bit, and there you go. If you notice, it says processing the file, right? And we are sending the payload, and here it is. So we have a Meterpreter session. So this was the first command, this was the second one, this is the third one, and then this is the fourth one, right? Now, what we could also do, for a second, let's background this Meterpreter session, is we could have created a separate RC file for demo purposes. Let's create a file called exploit_netapi.rc, paste in the same set of commands in it, use the default payload, which is a reverse shell, reverse TCP, sorry, Meterpreter. And then what we can do is we can load the resource file within Metasploit and give the name of the resource file, which is exploit underscore net API. So we have exploit underscore net API .rc, right? And exactly in a similar way, the commands are executed, and basically we have a Meterpreter session, right? So because of the stability of the net API exploit, we are able to exploit the same vulnerable service multiple times and get multiple Meterpreter sessions. Now, you can also do the same automation using Metasploit, sorry, using Meterpreter as well. So let's say, let's call this net API post.rc, and let's run get UID, get PID, sysinfo, and the PS command in this, and load this resource file inside Meterpreter, and there you go. So if you notice, all of those commands are being executed and things look pretty awesome. Now, one of the other ways finally to load this whole thing is to use the -r option. We have a couple of things running, so you need to use exit y. So in MSF console with the -h, what you would see is that we can specify a resource file. So let's do that. And the resource file we're going to specify is exploit underscore net API.rc. And this is another easy way to automate various tasks using resource files. The global resource file is something which is the MSF console.rc is something you should use when you ideally want to run all of those commands every time you start the Metasploit console. For everything else, which is specific test cases, etc., you could have separate RC files for each one of them. So let's wait for a bit. So you are seeing a change in background in the video. So SecurityTube now has a small formal office because it was just way too difficult for us to kind of sit down, at home and work. And after some time, you do get bored of just being in your own bedroom. Okay. The whole startup time does take a lot of patience to bear. Okay, so there you go, and this is exactly what had happened even in the previous case when we used MSF console.rc. So that's all for this video. Just wanted to show you how you can automate tasks and Meterpreter, the RC scripts are the best way to do it. There are other techniques as well which we may discuss in later videos as and when required. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.